Good morning, folks. The time is 7:57 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 25th of April, 2025. And of course, my friends, that is the 26th for those folks on the other side of the planet there. Those folks in the Philippines, those folks in New Zealand, those folks in Australia, and more specifically, my friends in Melbourne. Oh, folks, this is going to be a real short one today because I kind of forgot, I totally forgot that I have to drive my beautiful, wonderful wife, Wendy, to an appointment this morning, and that's going to take up a few hours. So, we got to do a real quick one today, and I'm really sorry, folks. But you know what? I got the jokes done already, and I'm going to slip in a couple of featured posts. I'm going to tell you a couple of things like, hey, guess what? My name's Lee. I'm the guy who started the group. Well, I thought it was funny. That's the group that got you here, my friend. And you know, there's two of those groups. And speaking of you, I know that you're you, and I know that you're awesome, because these groups that I made, they weren't awesome until you got here, friends. That's right. 669,000 of you, when we count the two groups. That's right, two groups, my friends. That's a lot of people in one place. So I like to call it the funniest city on the internet, population you and I, my friends. Funny people in a funny place, and we make people laugh. You can probably hear I'm still a little froggy here in my throat. Not 100%, my friends, but I'm so much closer than I was yesterday, the day before, and all that stuff. All right, so quickly ask you what you're doing today. Hope you're having a great day today. I really want to hear about your days. Today I can't share much from anyone that sent stuff. I did hear from Melissa Carnahan on YouTube. She had just got back from hanging out with her buddy, her grandson, and her boss, Parker. Melissa, really happy to hear from you. Keep letting us know what you're doing. And remember, if you want to come back, we'd be really happy to have you here. No pressure, Melissa. Just having some fun. Folks, as I said, I've got to drive Wendy to an appointment, and then I got to wait around for her to finish that appointment. And I've got something really cool happening later on this evening, though. Wendy and I are going to go see the Calgary Philharmonic Orchestra play the music of The Empire Strikes Back. That's right, my friends. That's going to be awesome. See, I almost forgot two important things today. I forgot that I had to drive Wendy somewhere, and I forgot that we're going to go see the Philharmonic play the music of Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back. It's going to be great. The first appointment, not so great for Wendy, probably, who likes appointments? But that second one, awesome. So that's what I'm doing today, friends. What are you doing? Leave a comment on this video, and you know what, we'll talk about it tomorrow, I promise. All right, folks, we're quickly gonna feature a couple of posts from a couple of great members of the group like you. These are posts that made me laugh when I was looking for posts that were funny. That's how you get them featured. So share your funny stuff. If it makes me laugh, there's a good chance to get featured here. So the first one is from Michelle Finnerty. That's a name you've heard if you've been here for more than 5 minutes. Michelle Finnerty is our top poster in both of our groups, my friends, and she posts funny stuff. really, really funny stuff. And that's why I'm sharing this post right now, because it's funny stuff. I like sharks. I love Jaws. And I love humor. I love this. This made me laugh very, very hard. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you so very much. Thank you for all your posts, Michelle. They're always awesome. You rock. And the next one is from somebody I've never shared their post before. It's from Khristie H. Roper. Khristie, I'm going to bring up your post right away here, and it's another one that laughed, and another one that laughed. It's another one that made me laugh. And for good reasons, because this is freaking true. I used to do this lots. Not just myself. Everybody did when you're a teenager, and probably an adult too, Made me laugh. That's our filters, my friends. That was our filters. I don't need to explain it. It's just funny to me. That's why it's there, my friends. All right. Thank you very much, Khristie. Thank you very much, Michelle. Thank you to everybody for all your awesome posts, because they are awesome, and that's why we're awesome. All right, so where are we? Let's take a look. Okay, so I told you what time it was. Yes, I did. Told you what the date was on my side of the world and on your side of the world there, you folks in Australia, you folks in Melbourne. And then I got ahead of myself a bit. I started talking about how big the group was and how awesome we are. Because we're the biggest. We're not the biggest, but we're the funniest city on the internet. That's what we are. 669,000 or so. We're getting close to the biggest. But anyways, then I told you about my day. I'm going to drive Wendy to an appointment. Then we've got that awesome show tonight with the Calgary Philharmonic playing the music of The Empire Strikes Back while the movie plays in the background. And then I asked about your day, and then I featured 2 great posts, one from Michelle Finnerty, the other one from Khristie H. Roper. And then that got us to here, and when I got to here, I think I have to go to the bad jokes. Little known fact that William Shakespeare used to be known as Billy Wobbleskewer to his buddies. My uncle, the professional clown, had a heart attack. They've got him on laugh support. I miss the old days. You know, when the bills didn't have my name on them. It's hard to write a good drinking song. I never make it past the first few bars. You want to know how to kidnap an elderly person? Just have them sit in a beanbag chair. If you arrive fashionably late in Crocs, you've just arrived. What's a lazy kangaroo called? A pouch potato. Why don't ghosts enjoy the rain? It dampens their spirits. I don't like country music, but I don't mean to denigrate those who do. And if you listen to country music, denigrate means to put down. I finished a big book the other day. 421 pages. That's a lot of coloring if you think about it. Well, I'm so glad some of you like those jokes. I'm so glad some of you like those jokes a lot. And I'm so glad some of you send me jokes. Be like my friend Dave, who sends me jokes all the time. Send some jokes to me at jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. That's jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. I want to tell your jokes. And jokes aren't easy to tell because jokes aren't easy to find, my friend. I want some good jokes and you can send them to me. I want some bad jokes and you can send them to me. I will tell your jokes and I'll give you credit for them, my friends. Just like I do every time I tell somebody else's jokes. And the jokes today, some of them were for some big names. The last joke I told, the one about the coloring book, that was an Adam Sandler joke. And then the one before that, the one about the country music, denigrate, that was a Bob Newhart joke. And then the joke about when you arrive late in Crocs, fashionably late, that was by Joel Dommett. So those are some professional comedians. Those are their jokes. And I got to give credit where credit's due, my friends. And the rest of them I just found on the internet. No actual names attached to the jokes. Not trying to steal them, but they were just sort of jokes that were out there, my friends. So I want to tell your jokes. Jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. Send your jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. And if you think you're funny, I know you're funny, my friends. Why don't you record yourself telling a joke? Grab your phone, turn on the camera, make sure the front-facing camera is on. That's the one that shows your beautiful face. Hit video, hit record, tell your joke, and then share that video by email, once again, to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. Let's do it. That would be so cool. That'd be so cool if I got 10 people to do that. And like one of these joke segments would just be jokes told by you folks. I want to do that. Let's make that happen, my friends. All right, folks. I've got to get out of here. I'm not joking. I do have to kind of rush. If you folks want to help us out, go take a gander at our store. Our store is at store@wellithoughitwas.com. Store@wellithoughitwas.com. And we got some great stuff there. Coffee cups, t-shirts, hoodies, phone cases, a tote bag, a bunch of stuff, friends. Go check it out if you got a chance. And if you do purchase any of our stuff, take a photo of yourself in your t-shirt or your hoodie, or flashing that phone case, or carting around that tote bag, or maybe show us where you slap that sticker that we have. I'd love to see all that, folks. Send that to admin@wellithoughitwas.com. That's admin@wellithoughitwas.com, and we'll share those photos if we can. I'm starting to crash. My voice is starting to crash, but I still feel okay. But that's not why I'm wrapping it up. I'm wrapping it up because I gotta go. I really do. Folks, I'm gonna give you a proper, longer video tomorrow. Hopefully it's a good one. But we're gonna give you a proper video tomorrow. I just gotta rush, my friends. So you have an awesome day, friends. Thank you for being here. Thanks for making these groups amazing. Like, look how many people we have here. Like I said, funniest city on the internet. Population you and I, my friends. Funny place, funny people. We're making people laugh. And speaking of making people laugh, try to make somebody laugh today, and make sure you laugh today, my friends. All right, I gotta get out of here. Hopefully you're gonna be here again tomorrow. Maybe we'll have a few new people, but even if we don't, We've got the greatest group in the world, my friends. All the love.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.